So in this video, I'm going to share with you how the small things that you are currently ignoring, the small things you think are insignificant and won't matter too much, are actively creating the blueprint for your life. They're doing this through the subconscious mind, and they're dictating whether you live a life of complete abundance, prosperity, happiness, fulfillment, or if you settle with the rest of the masses, living a mediocre existence that's just terrible. So these small things are incredibly important, and by the end of this video you will learn how to master them. What is up, guys? My name is Isaac and I help people live and die well through first mastering their minds. The other day I was at the gym and I like to have late night sessions, so I go usually at 11 p.m. And I noticed something strange about the people that go to the gym at 11 p.m. You see, the people that go to the gym at 11 p.m. are very different to people that go earlier on in the day. Now, in my gym, the staff clock out around 9 p.m. So after 9 p.m., there is no one supervising the gym. There's basically no surveillance. And people tend to leave their weights on the gym equipment. So someone will do leg press, they will use 5 big plates on each side, and they will just leave the weights there. And this is behavior you don't see at daytime because there's more people and they might get in trouble. Now, would you believe that someone leaving their plates on a gym machine is a big indicator of what type of life that person is going to have, whether it's going to be a life of abundance or a life of lack? And the reason I say this is because it's very predictive. The way you do the small things is the way you do the big things. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And that's through the magic of the subconscious mind. A lot of the small actions you do that are habituated create the trajectory of your life. You see, the person leaving the weights on the gym equipment is thinking, look, no one's watching me, it's okay, no one's gonna say anything. It's all right, this doesn't affect me, this is actually easier for me. But what they don't understand is that something insidious is happening beneath the surface. They are telling themselves several different things. They're telling themselves that I am lazy, I don't care about other people, I only care about myself, I like taking the easy path, I don't like to exert effort. All these things are communicated subconsciously. Now, while the conscious mind might come up with a very persuasive argument about why it's okay to leave the weights there, or why it's okay to litter, or why it's okay to skip the workout, why it's okay to not clean after yourself after you finish eating at a restaurant, why it's okay to do all these different things, the subconscious mind takes all these actions and creates meaning behind them. We tend to think that the subconscious mind is programmed heavily through incredibly traumatic experiences. So, perhaps you were in a car crash, or someone was in an airplane crash, and this subconsciously programs you to have an aversion to these particular vehicles. Or maybe someone told you that you were stupid when you were younger, a parental figure, an authority figure, and that creates the blueprint to your future actions because it's programmed deeper due to you being younger. We tend to think that you need these highly traumatic, highly emotional things to program the subconscious mind. But that's just one side of the coin. You see, the small things you do habitually, consistently add up. It's kind of like the long tail effect. The small, tiny things done over and over and over again have a compounding effect, and they tell your subconscious mind about the type of person you are. And this is why it's important to pay attention to your small habits. The ones you like to keep in the dark, the ones you think that no one's gonna find out about, the ones you think are insignificant, they add up and they create the blueprint to your life because the subconscious mind takes them literally. Now I'll give you another example of something I noticed in my life about how the small things affected me at a big scale. Many years ago, I used to try to figure out how to make money online. I used to have this kind of poverty mindset. I was coming from a position of lack, and I would do lots of things. So if I needed to learn a new skill set, I wouldn't buy the course. I would try find the pirated version, a torrent, or I was always looking for a easy way to escape the need of investing. So I wouldn't want to pay for things. I would want the free version. Instead of watching UFC fights, via paying pay-per-view. I would watch them on YouTube or on some other streaming service, anything that I could find to avoid paying. So I thought back then that this was helping me save money. This was helping me reach my goals, as I didn't have to pay for anything. But what I didn't know is that I was subconsciously sabotaging myself. Each time I didn't invest in myself, I was telling myself, I am not worthy of getting this thing that I want. I am not worthy of putting money into myself. I'm not a worthy investment. I am not going to make money, so I have to save it and find all these dodgy little hacks to not spend any money. All these things were being programmed at a subconscious level, and I didn't know it. Now, something interesting happened as I went deeper into this journey of self-improvement. I started investing in myself because I heard that this was a good thing to do. So I was spending money on coaches or courses or even any tool that I could use, never using cracked versions, never using torrents. If I wanted to watch a movie, I'd buy it, etc. I changed my whole mindset. I was coming more from a place of abundance and more of a place of investment. And miraculously, everything else just became wonderful. You know, money started coming out of all kinds of directions. These things I was afraid to pay for became non-issues. They became insignificant in the grand scheme of things because I was making so much money, I didn't have to worry about it.
I gotta do it, man.
Dude.
So looking back in retrospect, I can see that my mindset regarding the small things was actually blocking me from attaining higher levels of abundance. So this is why I keep stressing this to all my clients, to the people that I coach, that the small things are important. Yeah, the big things are important too, the highly traumatic events that have happened to us in our past, the things that really shaped us, that happened in our childhood, they affect us deeply. But we continue to ingrain the programming of the subconscious by neglecting the small things. I recently saw this funny clip of Jordan Peterson on YouTube.
What the hell is that box doing there? Oh, you know, it's nothing. Yeah, no, wrong. It's not nothing. That's a little portal to hell. I can see it, and so could you if you looked, but you won't.
You see, he was going into detail about the importance of cleaning your room, something Admiral Raven also talks about in his very popular speech.
But every morning, we were required to make our bed to perfection. It seemed a little ridiculous at the time, particularly in light of the fact that we were aspiring to be real warriors, tough, battle-hardened SEALs. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task and another. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right.
You see, Jordan Peterson called it a gateway to hell, a portal to hell, because he understands the importance of the small things. He understands how these small things can compound, how our behaviors till feedback loops that keep iterating and ingraining these neural pathways in our brains until doing something different is impossible. You started off by not putting the plates away at the gym. And now when you wanted to do something that was meaningful to you, perhaps building that business, perhaps getting into shape, or whatever it might be that's meaningful to you, you couldn't do it because you ingrained the subconscious habit of being lazy. You ingrained the subconscious habit of being pathetic. So when you want to change your life, focus on the small things. Focus on your daily habits, the things you think are irrelevant, the areas where you know you are lagging behind, because more often than not, those are the things that are actively programming you. Do this, and I promise you'll be one step closer to living and dying well. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell notifications so we can see more of each other. Until next time.